What's up, guys and gals? K1SPL here, and you're tuned into K1's Kpop sessions, where today we're gonna go through OMG by NewJeans. Today, as we did Ditto yesterday, we're gonna go back and forth and all around NewJeans content for the next few sessions coming. We're gonna check out the MV, and it's just gonna be a rewatch. It's not a reaction video or anything because I've already watched it, and I've already nitpicked like the significance and stuff from the music videos, and we're just gonna review things, throw out some theories that have been thrown out there, and then just do like a full review, not a full review, but a review enough within the time of the session, you know. So anyways, let's get to it. This is Ditto. So Ditto came first before OMG, and OMG is actually the title track, and yeah, it's crazy how they did things backwards there. And they hired on a super awesome indie director, writer, the great Shin Usuk, who did the music videos for, who shot and wrote the music videos for Ditto and OMG. So cool. A lot of fans have been raving about these music videos too, and it's gotten so much attention, but not enough attention to Shin Usuk. My bad on my part, because I was like, man, I wonder what other stuff he's done. And him and his team, Dolphiners, have shot like commercials and stuff. I've been meaning to like check out like all their indie stuff that they've done on the side. But anyways, let's get into it. Adores NewJeans with OMG, opening up with this awesome crazy K-drama style, or it's almost like movie quality. Not almost, it is like movie quality. We'll turn on the CCs too. So I'm already just gonna spoil everything. So if this is your first time watching this music video, stop right now and watch it. So this is supposed to portray the idols, or the artists, as I like to call them, as whatever the fans nitpick them to be. I think this is like very comedic how they made Hani an iPhone, aka like your whole social media, because everyone in the world has iPhones except for me. I have an Android, Samsung. But this is a way to reach out to the fans. Symbolic because, yeah, like I said, it's like portraying the idols as their whole social media life. The way this is represented is just so cool and funny. And I was supposed to like stop here and there. So opening up, the alarm starting, she like destroys this clock here. Says that she's an iPhone, and then this whole like scene, I don't know. I can't wait for the behind the scenes if it hasn't already been made. I love this top down shot. Honey. Love the whole like scene where it's like representing a iPhone menu, and then like the music too. It's like so fitting. Hani dressed as Steve Jobs. So I think maybe this is supposed to portray that like idols do listen, and they're aware of, like, no matter where you go, social media is going to be there. Your phone's going to be right in front of you, and this is like the connection between idols and fans, you know. Just dragging along on there. Such a cool little turntable thing.
그러니까 지금
Large
네가
turntable.
실이라는 얘기야?
And she's like, so you're Siri?
그렇습니다.
This part, I've only seen one other person, I forgot what her channel was, but she mentioned that at this point, she had some vibes from a really popular movie way back in the day, if you're my age. I'm a Cyborg, but that's okay. It stars Rain, aka P, and then I forget who the actress is, but she did phenomenal job. She's the actual cyborg of the whole storyline of that movie. But yeah, the whole movie is about like the protagonist. She thinks that she's a cyborg, and they're all in this like mental institute, and she's like super convinced that she can't eat, she can't the only way to like regenerate her energy is by batteries. So she like licks these batteries and stuff, and then she speaks to like the electronics. She'll even speak to like the lights and stuff, like the fluorescent lights, like everything that's electric. She like connects to, she connects with. Had those vibes going into this music video. So if you've never seen I'm a Cyborg, but that's okay, you should watch it. So yeah, let's continue. And this is the start of the song here. So there's two significances in this music video. There's symbolism behind the visuals, the story that's being told by the music video visually, and then there's a message being told in the lyrics. So the song is about you, baby. I'll break it down. It's about so there's the story is going along. Like if you see the CCs, the story is still continuing in the background. You see like the Hangul at the bottom. So Minji is actually going around at the beginning. She's like, she starts off saying like, oh, I'm not a patient, I'm a doctor, and then you see her like going around collecting the members. The this Minji's expression here, she's just like, here's one. So yeah, Minji portrays a doctor here. She got honey. So honey. Hyun. So Hyun is portrayed as a princess. So each member is being portrayed as what the fans and this is not my theory, this is what I've seen or heard on the internet, that visually the music video and all the members represent what the fans think that idols are. So of course, like you read these comments, they're like, oh, she's such a princess, she's so cute, blah blah blah. Hyun's like the princess of everything, so innocent. Hani, like I said, I guess she's the she's an iPhone. She says it straight up, but she's the connection of social media between I guess like the platform, not necessarily social media, but like your phone connecting you to the window between you and the idols out there. I think this is Danya. Yeah, this is Danya because Yang was the last one. So Danya is she's going crazy because she's I don't know what this represents actually. It's a blank screen, but she's like laughing at it. I guess she's going senile. But throughout the music video, she's saying that, oh, we're new jeans. Don't you guys get it? We're idols here. So she's the only idol that's aware of what's going on. And of course, Peachy's face here is so funny. She's like, lock you up too. So going off the lyrics, this was an easy catch right here. Heading, drawing a cat on the ambulance. I guess she graffitied up the entire ambulance here with her art. She's portrayed as a cat. So recent days, and I agree that her eyes are very they stand out so much, and she does kind of look like a cat, like in real life. And yeah, Minji's like, oh, all right, gotta put you away. And then this part right here, this is cultural, and it's very funny. I find it. So I think culturally, like when you're lonely or when you're either lonely or going crazy, I don't know what it is, but in Korea, if you're like squatting on the ground, drawing stuff on the ground just all by yourself, it's like a sign of like loneliness or maybe craziness, I would want to say. I think it's more like loneliness. So Dr. Minji approaches this person here. She's like, all right, what's your deal? And she turns, and it's Minji. So Minji is taking in Minji. This is such a funny scene right here. And then the most hilarious part is all the girls are collected by Minji, and the last member to be collected is herself, as Minji. And Haring's got the funniest but cutest like little mean mug on Minji here. I love this scene. It's on my my little parser for Final Fantasy 14. If you ever see me stream. I love this move, this choreography. I won't go over the choreography, but yeah, I just want to point out Hani's funny expression here. That carefree face, like. So me, like, I mean, choreography can be interpreted in different ways depending on how you take it. This motion that they're doing for this dance, it almost reminds me of, like, of course, when you're in like a psych ward, there's people walking around, but then there's people like in wheelchairs. I thought maybe that was like a wheelchair kind of thing, and it kind of goes with the lyrics as like coming through. And but the members in the behind the scenes, they're describing it as like a monkey dance. That's their like little monkey dance. So I guess monkeys can be crazy too. Lyrically, this part is very symbolic, especially this part right here. He's the one that's living in my system, baby. And this line goes so fast too, like you kind of don't notice it. You think like this whole time it's like it's about like a love crush between like a female and of course like some male that no one knows about. She's got like some hidden love going on. She's always on her phone, and people are around her like, who is he? Like who's like got you turned head over heels over this guy? Like, who is he? And then like her answer is, he's the one that's living in my system, baby. And that could be anything. It could be either like some guy locally. I don't know how you take it, but to me, the significance is, and then we'll go through the next line too. I knew this would happen. I was really hoping that he will come through. So the guy living in the system is actually, it's a K-pop it's a female K-pop fan that's super obsessed with a male K-pop idol. That's how I take it, because the guy living in your system, and so he's the guy living in your system, which means he's like on your social media, he's on your YouTube, you're watching videos about him, you're downloading pictures about him and stuff like that, you're looking up his K profiles and checking him out. And I was really hoping that he will come through, like when people like finally ask her like, who is he? He's like, oh, he's the guy in my system. Like when she like finally let it out, she's embarrassed. She's like, oh my god, like the lines, oh my god, I was really hoping that he will come through. Like, oh, I was really hoping that my K-pop crush would come through my social media, you know. So that's how I took this line. That's how I interpreted this line. The next line, it's only you asking all the time about what I should do. The next significance is this part. No one can ever, I can never let him go. I only think of you. 24th. I'm a lucky girl. I know. Like thinking she's like super like super pretending that like she's this K-pop idol's girlfriend, and she's I think it's just fitting with the whole mental institute thing. Like you're so crazy about this K-pop idol that you think you're pretending and you're thinking that you're all this and that, but all of it is just like fictional, you know? It's all like pretend, innocent little innocent pretend of being super close with a K-pop idol, but you really aren't. There's still that window between you two, that of your phone screen. It's okay to be alone because I love someone. So it's like, this is really dangerous too, because if you're like super obsessed, and this is why I do not call K-pop idols idols. They're artists, because idols, you worship them. And I'm not going all super Christian or anything, but of course, idols back in the biblical days, that was like one of the highest things looked down upon, because especially by God, because and not to go like religious or whatever, but if you're not worshiping God, then you're worshiping idols, and then you know what God did in the Bible. If you don't, then read the Bible. The idols were destroyed. But anyways, but yeah, worshiping like these K-pop idols it goes too far, that you kind of, and I think that's what the message was in Ditto, that you go too far that you forget about your own life, and then you're like, you love somebody, but do you really? Because love is like a two-way road, right? So if you're loving somebody and they don't love you back, I don't think that's true love. And it's not okay to be alone, because then you're just going senile, is what this music video is trying to represent, trying to point out in these K-pop fans these days. You show up with no hesitation, of course, because you just whip up YouTube right away, and there he is, right? They keep on asking me, who is he? I thought the translation was a little bit different. One living in my system, baby. So Hyun is playing the all the princesses, as you saw, like a thing with Snow White and now Sleeping Beauty. I don't know what Danielle was doing here. She was riding a bike, and all of a sudden she, like, I guess she crashed. And I don't know. She's pretty much unconscious right here. Just she's just out of it, you know. Unless that's Hyun also. Wait, is that Hyun? Do I have that wrong? That's not. That looks like Hyun's face, actually. So there's two Hyuns. The one sleeping, the one that rode the bike and it's just completely knocked out. That's Danielle. So I'm a little bit confused about Hyun's part about portraying the princess. This is where I mean, this is Cinderella, of course. I get confused as to what the visuals represent. She's on a subway. I don't know if that's a and of course this is Korean, so there's cultural differences and stuff between our folklore and Korean folklore. You got the apple, and that is definitely hitting. She got the apple. This is representing Snow White. And I gotta point out, this scene is super awesome because it goes from black and white. And this is black and white too, except when she lights up the match, you got this cross between black and white, and then the match is color, which is so cool. And then it fades into color as more light comes in, or when the match gets brighter. She bit the apple, now she's asleep, so now she's portraying Sleeping Beauty. See, I don't get this part right here. And is that Daniel, or is this I can't tell whose face that is. Is that Hyun? That looks like Hyun. I'm gonna go with Hyun. Because Daniel plays a different part. So this bear, it's kind of freaky, but I think this is the Komsomari, the three bears. there's that song about the baby bear, the papa bear, and the slim mama bear. I think that's part of this. This could also be the bear from the three bears, like the big bed, the medium bed, and the small bed, and then the was that Goldilocks? Was that Goldilocks' story? Goldilocks and the three bears. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's what that is, or it could be Koreans version of the folklore of bears, or the Koreans have their own folklore of bears or something. This is the part another part I don't get is the ghost. And at the end of Ditto side A is they erased the picture of the person. I don't know if it was one of the members or if that was Banhisu. They erased their legs, and somebody pointed out, I think it was Ryu Sera. She said she was like, "Oh, Kijin." She said ghost, I think, on her reaction. But like, what is, like, that's Hyade, right? That's Hyade as the ghost. I got confused about this part. And then the next part is Heading as the kitty cat, as fans point her out to be, and she even drew the eyes of the cat like hers too. This is so funny because how do you get this cat to stand so handsomely at the camera like that? It's just so cute. And then like the members are like looking down at him. Like, Heading, are you okay? It sat down so perfectly. I don't know if that's like CG or if that's an actual cat, but this scene is so cool and it's funny. So this right here, if you don't know, she's actually, that's not a go-gurt. That's and I've seen it on some idols Instagrams. These are cat treats. So you peel it off, and I had some of these cat treats for my cat, not me. I had some of these cat treats. You can buy at the store. It's like a little paste. You peel off the top, and then you let the cat lick like the paste, and then you just ooze it out like little by little, like just like Go-Gurt. So it's like Go-Gurt for cats, but she's here like munching on it like nothing. The other members are like, yeah. Yeah. Again, this choreo. We'll go over the choreo later, but super awesome. Super awesome choreo. This setup. So this is the part from Ditto. So in Ditto, they were actually filming the choreography to OMG. Of course, you can hear a little bit of the instrumentals of OMG and Ditto. And this part is another confusing part. So I think this actor is very popular. I forgot to look it up who this was. So it's him looking at the girls, and then they're changing forms. They're like little kids, and then they turn into like construction workers, and then they turn into like nothing ghosts, and then businessmen, terrorists. I saw back to little kids. So crazy. So like, what are they all? What? I see a teddy bear in the middle. Who are these, like businessmen? I saw a military man in there. So this is from Ditto. I could never let him go. He's right there for me. 24. Okay, I thought the translation was a little off at the first time. Maybe the lines at the first chorus were different, or maybe somebody wrote it differently. No, I can never let him go. He's right there for me, 24. So he's right there for me, 24. All you have to do, like, again, like I said, like all she has to do is just open up her phone, and he's right there, 24, of course. Girls, what are you? Oh, this is part of the story too. Girls, what are you talking about? Like Danielle's going crazy. Like, aren't we New Jeans? We're filming. This part's hilarious. We're shooting a music video right now. They're like, huh? And then she's like, aren't we? And I guess that's Shin Jin Usuk right there and his crew of dolphiners. So this is the crew of dolphiners. And they're all like looking at her like she's crazy. So hilarious. So funny. Everything was pointless before I met you. I thought wasn't there another line after that? I never let him go. He's right there for me 24. I'm a really lucky girl, you know? I know it is. And then see, I knew her. Okay, so let me explain something because I'm also limited time. I gotta get back to work. But I think New Jeans. So New Jeans, I thought that I made this up, but supposedly it was already on the internet. I was trying to find like some different significant meaning of what New Jeans meant. I was like playing off the word jeans. What could jeans mean? Oh, genes could also mean Genes, which is like, you know, your DNA of genes. You know, like your what comprises of, or what you're made of, you know. This part right here, she's like, stop it. I'll say this. So Hype Boy is I'll just go through it really quick. So Hype Boy is kind of like female K-pop fans, female K-pop fans that are obsessed with male K-pop artists or idols. That's what Hype Boy is. That's kind of, I think that song, after I still have to review the lyrics, but I feel like that's pointing out like what it feels like for female K-pop fans to be obsessed over their male K-pop idols, that they hype them up. Hence there's Hype Boy. Attention is just their debut. They're just grabbing your attention. Cookie is a trap. So Cookie is, and there was already something, and when I heard Cookie, I was like, oh man, this is such a good song. When I went into the comments of what people thought about it, they thought the song was disgusting, and I was like, what are y'all talking about? And of course, you got to read the comments. It's hilarious. And there was an article. Renee helped me find, posted this article or sent me this article saying that the producers didn't mean the song to represent like any type of sexuality whatsoever, and that Cookie meant like their CD or represented their music, and that was their thing. And then of course they sent out like they posted they got things straight, like Adore got things straight, like, look, Cookie does not mean that what you guys mean. You guys are just super dirty minded, like you fans are just disgustingly dirty. But I think they did that on purpose, so that's why I'm saying Cookie is a trap. That was to lure in dirty minded fans that like they knew that the group is consisted of like minors. Of course, Hyun is 14, their youngest, their maknae. And the fans were just saying some really bad things about like Adore, like right off the bat, like, oh, how could you do this? How could these producers make the song for this awesome group and blah blah blah. But in turn, it's like, how can, like, did they really mean that, or are you just thinking that? Like, I feel. Anyways, we won't speculate on that any further because I'm like limited time. But yeah, that's Cookie. Cookie's a trap. And then Hurt. Hurt is I'm not a big fan of like repetitive lyrics like over and over, but when the chorus of Hurt hits, it's like they repeat it over and over, but they sing it so like they sing it so good. It's so good. But the repetition, I think it's just to what do you say it? Oh, I'm lacking words right now just because I'm like limited time right now. Hurt is just to it's just to rub it in our faces that they're not the ones that they're gonna get hurt after all this is said and done. So I think New Jeans is gonna rewrite like a lot of K-pop fans' genetics, their DNA, their way of thinking of like idols and idol worshipping and stuff. I think that's what New Jeans is gonna be used for. Is gonna be utilized. You're already seeing in Ditto. That's a female K-pop fan's perspective of being obsessed with her female K-pop groups, and then OMG is female K-pop fans' obsession with a male group, and also shows it's also visually representing what fans think of what idols what idols think that fans think idols are to the fans, if that makes any sense. It's like a back forth. And then this part is of course the haters on the keyboard warriors. I'm the only one. Am I the only one uncomfortable with this music video's material? Just show their faces and dance. Like, this is such an arrogant comment to write up. And then Minju walks in. She's just like, we need to go. Let's go. Time's up. All right, guys. Speaking of time's up, that is it for today's session. We will do more stuff. We're gonna get into the choreography after this, and then we're gonna go back and rewatch. Not rewatch, but go back and watch. Rewatch Attention, and then go back and watch all the music videos for Hype Boy and Cookie and Hurt also, because I didn't get to watch those. I only watched Attention, which is what got my attention of New Jeans in the first place. So, alright guys, that's it for this session. Peace on out, and catch you next session. Later.
Baby,